Ben stood in court for trial after yet another temper tantrum, this time on the subway transit. When he was asked why he committed the act, he silently mumbled gibberish, prompting the judge to press for a proper answer. He eventually claimed it was official fantastic for business. The judge asked what kind of business, and Ben stuttered before finally replying that the laundry was closing. Sue felt pity for Ben, but was glad it wasn't about cigarettes this time. Meanwhile, Johnny smirked from the back of the courtroom, clearly enjoying Ben's embarrassment. The judge, frustrated by Ben's excuse, found him guilty and ordered him to control his temper at all times for 7 days. Paying fines and rebuilding property hadn't worked as a deterrent, and failure to comply would come with perilous consequences. The judge then adjourned the court. Afterward, Sue encouraged Ben, telling him he could handle it and that it would be easy. Ben responded that it could have been a lot worse. Johnny, meanwhile, was thrilled, claiming it was the best day of his life. The next panel shows Johnny rummaging through a drawer full of prank books, despite Sue begging him to leave Ben alone for the week. As usual, Johnny did the opposite. On Tuesday, he cranked up the heat in the swimming pool while Ben was chilling. On Wednesday, he used a robotic figure of a nihilist to scare Ben in the shower. On Friday, he lit Ben's room with a barrage of fireworks while Ben was fast asleep. On Saturday, Johnny was on the phone ordering more prank supplies when Ben walked in and asked who he was talking to. Johnny quickly hid the phone behind his back and claimed it was just a robocall. As Ben tried to make sense of it, Johnny changed the subject, saying he had just finished repairing the Fantastic car and that Ben could take it for a spin if he wanted. Ben just grinned, walked up, and asked if Johnny knew where Reed kept the return control to Doom's time platform. Johnny cheerfully told him where it was and asked why he needed it. Ben simply said no reason and walked away. A few minutes later, while Johnny was under the vehicle singing to himself, Ben returned, this time with the judge from future Monday. Johnny was stunned and asked why the judge was there on a Saturday. The judge explained he was actually for Monday, and Ben thought it would be helpful for him to witness what led to his frequent outbursts. Johnny scrambled to explain that the airship required lots of maintenance and that he and Ben were pals. Just as he was finishing his sentence, a delivery guy burst in with 2 barrels of nacho cheese, announcing it was a delivery for Johnny Storm, leaving Johnny humiliated. On Sunday, Ben escorted Johnny to the zoo to clean up horse poop, as ordered by the judge for his mischief. Ben sat back watching and eating a burger, enjoying every minute.